Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
Happy Valentine's Day, folks, and today we have a good one for you this afternoon as the Wonder Boys out of Russellville, Arkansas Tech University take on the Ouachita Baptist Tigers in really a great game coming off of Thursday night for the Tigers as they took on Henderson State across the street and won in fashion due to two clutch blocks by Christian Parks. And Arkansas Tech coming off of a tough loss in Searcy playing Harding, losing by 30. Your Tigers come in at 19-4, 15-2 in conference, 11-1 in this home game stand. The Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys come in at 8-15, 0-9 in away games. What would you say for the Wonder Boys has to be an emphasis to try and clear out the noise of the home stands?
Yeah, I think for Arkansas Tech, it's just do what you're coached to do. Head coach Mark Downey in his second stint with Arkansas Tech has won conference championships at Arkansas Tech, but they are struggling this year. And so it's a team that has played some teams close, did not play Harding close to tonight, but then when these two teams met in Russellville, it was very close. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens when we'll hear from Coach Nutt in a little bit in the coach's corner. But it'll be a game where Arkansas Tech really needs to not get outside of itself to play a good game.
And for the Tigers, they come in off of a strong win against Henderson. But we're not going to dive too deep into stats right now as we have a great pregame show, and we urge you to stick around. But for right now, we're going to kick it to break, and we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
With Ouachita men's head coach Dennis Nutt, I'm Chris Babb, sitting in for Dalton Reed, and this is Coach's Corner. Tigers head to this afternoon's game against Arkansas Tech off of a 66-60 victory at Henderson State. Coach, it's no different for your guys, but all the Arkansas schools are playing their fifth game in 9 days, and that's kind of unheard of. Obviously, the weather from a month ago that's still lingering around, crazily enough, had something to do with that. All of the teams have been in the same boat, but how have you seen your guys, handle that challenge, or have you had to taper some things back in practice just to save legs during this stretch? How do you see your guys handling this?
Well, you're right. It's been an awkward week for us. We had Tuesday off, which is normally not the case, but we've tried to manage it best we can. I think our guys has held up pretty well with it. Got one more. Hopefully we can manage this next one. But I think overall we fared pretty well with it. Monday didn't fare so well at Harding, but it's a lot of games. It's different. We used to play the Monday night games in our league, but it's I tell you what, it takes a toll on you, and it kind of just breaks the rhythm of the year. But hopefully we're past it now, and we can kind of finish the year out.
Yeah, this is a stretch where you have today's game at home, but you had two road games and rivalry-type games. You mentioned the Harding. Let's go back to Thursday night against Henderson State. It was a game in which you controlled the first half. Came out and got a big basket to begin the second half, and then kind of just Henderson didn't go away, and you didn't put them away, and you find yourself in a one-possession game late and had to make some big plays. You'd got those big plays and dunked a couple of blocks from Christian Parks and a big three from Hancock. But what were your thoughts after looking back at Thursday night's game?
Well, I was frustrated initially with the defense, I thought. But after looking into it a little more closely, I think offensively we struggled. We took some tough shots. And give them credit, they really plugged the gaps and made it difficult. But we have to find the guys that are open, one more pass after that even, and make the easier play. It's hard on the road. You're not going to get calls, and sometimes I think we expect the calls on the road. but you don't get them. Typically, you don't get them. So you have to play the right way. We always try to preach that, and for the most part, we have. And you're right, Chris had some incredible blocks down the stretch, and that guy was right at the rim with it. And I actually think he may have thought he dunked it, but Chris blocked it out of his hands and kind of saved the game.
That's 2 games in a row, actually 2 out of the last 3. Northwestern Oklahoma State, back-to-back possessions where Christian has huge blocks, and this one kind of changed the course of the game. So you're able to come away from Thursday night with a win. Quick turnaround, obviously, with the Thursday, Saturday turnaround, and you prepare for Arkansas Tech, a team you beat in Russellville in January. You guys, if this is where you get into people looking at standings and they see Ouachita tied for second and Arkansas Tech towards the bottom, you can't afford to do that anytime in college basketball.
Right. It's every game is going to have its own unique challenges, and we faced them about a month ago, so we kind of know them. Now they're playing some different pieces this time around. So again, it'll be the same. We got to prepare. We'll watch our film, and it's a quick turnaround for them and us. So it's one you just really, it's kind of more the mental Saturday. You just got to prepare for it best you can, and play the right way, and hopefully take care of that defensive end.
On the offensive side of the ball, your defense has obviously been there, top 5 in the country, averaging giving up just over 60 points per game. I want to talk about we've talked about this either just off the air or at broadcast about getting off to quick starts. How important is getting off to a quick start today so you don't find yourself in that, all right, here we go again, don't panic. Now, your team doesn't ever panic, but how important do you think a quick start is to today's game?
You know, we don't talk about it, obviously, but you always just defensively you want to make sure you're on the right footing and everyone's on the same page and being physical and just doing the little things, the blockouts, and just finishing possessions. So, you know, we don't really talk about the starts, but we just want to make sure we're always playing the right way. And again, with any team, if you give them life, it just makes the game that much tougher. So, you know, you're not always going to be able to come out with a quick start, but hopefully mentally we can find ourselves in the right place.
Couple of keys to today's game, other than the usual, but are there anything specific that you're looking for from your guys today, whether it's on the offensive end or the defensive end?
Well, let's talk about defensively first. Downey at Tech runs a lot of sets. They're good at it, and they do some different things, try to get some different matchups, and they're always moving. You know, a lot of ghost screens and things like that we have to prepare for, and you have to talk. You got to make sure we're on the same page there because they got some shooters that can get hot on us. Offensively, we want to kind of continue doing what we're doing, move the basketball, and just play the right way.
All right, next to last home game. We're to that point of the season where we're starting to wrap up and get ready for a conference tournament in 3 weeks.
You bet.
Next to last game, Coach. Good luck today with the Wonder Boys. All right, thanks. For head coach Dennis Nutt, I'm Chris Babb. This has been Coach's Corner.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win on your side, by your side, the winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And What a game we have right now. I'm Jordan Green. Along with me is Chris Babb. And we have a special one between the Wonder Boys and the Tigers today. The Tigers come in at home, as said before, 19-4. Tremendous record, as the Wonder Boys are 8-15, 6-11 in the GAC, 15-2 in the GAC. And let's go ahead and take a look at those standings and see how they all line up.
One thing you're going to see here is the results from around the conference on Thursday. There you have those were a previous week. So let's go ahead and go to the Great American Conference standings. As we pull up the standings, what you're going to see in the standings is the asterisk teams: Ouachita, Oklahoma Baptist, and Harding. All three with the asterisks have already qualified for that Great American Conference tournament. And then, just like we had in the women's, you have 7 teams within 2 games of 5th and 11th place. So really, nobody is out of it, and Arkansas Monticello is only a half game out of that. When you look at this top 3, Ouachita, Oklahoma Baptist, and Harding, Ouachita and Oklahoma Baptist will end up being trying to position themselves not only in the Great American Conference tournament, but also the regional rankings that will come out here in a week or two, I believe. And so in some projections, Inkblot is a guy who does a lot of D2 projections. He has both Ouachita and Oklahoma Baptist in the tournament. Ouachita is a 6th seed. Now, none of those are official, but he does use the criteria that the NCAA uses. So this is a Ouachita team that needs every win it can get to give itself some insurance. We've seen Northwestern State last week, Harding Monday night. Henderson State wasn't as much, but the Tigers, I talked to Coach Nutt about slow starts, and he said, in talking to him, I gathered, they don't talk a lot about slow starts, and I think the reason they can do that is because this is a very mature team. This is a team that does not panic when they get in situations, as we saw Thursday night. They're going to hope that they don't get put in one of those situations today at home.
Yeah, I was able to sit down with Prue Flowers in a podcast setting, and I asked him, I said, what is the main emphasis of why your basketball team is so close? We see it defensively with them being 2nd in the country in points allowed, allowing few, not a lot of points. And he said it's the quality time they spend together outside of the sport, off the court, which is really important, and you see that in the fast breaks. That'll be all for the pregame show. We'll see y'all during the halftime show, but we're going to go ahead and kick it to Casey Model as he's going to announce our starting 5 for this afternoon's contest.
Yeah, well, it'll be a little bit later than normal. Tech is not back out on the here they come. So the Wonder Boys are making their way back onto the court. This is a Wonder Boy team. We mentioned, we talked about their record. When they played, these two teams played at the beginning of the season in January. It was the first game after the Christmas break. This is a game that Arkansas Tech thought they should have won. They had it, and Ouachita basically came towards the end and took it from them at Tucker Coliseum. And so this is one the Wonder Boys would love to get back. It's Valentine's Day. It's dreary weather outside as the rain is hit, and so the Tigers are going to have to kind of bring their own energy and get out to a quick start and try to do what they can to put this one, I don't want to say put this one away early, but do a good job of starting quickly.
The starting lineup for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. Graduate guard from Morrilton, Arkansas, number 3, Devin Foster. Junior guard from Los Angeles, California, number 4, David Elliott IV. Junior forward from Houston, Texas, number 13, Sam Bradford. Graduate guard from Naperville, Illinois, number 32, Connor Davis. And sophomore forward from Elkins, Arkansas, number 34, Aiden Underdown. The head coach of the Wonder Boys is Mark Downey. The assistant coach is Harrison Burton. And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Ouachita Tigers! Fresh freshman guard from Springdale, Arkansas, number 4, Jackson Conley. Sophomore guard from Fort Worth, Texas, number 12, Crew Flowers. Junior forward from Meridian, Mississippi, number 1, Christian Parks. Senior guard from Houston, Texas, number 2, P.J. Neal. And graduate guard from Dallas, Texas, number 0, Devin Hancock. The head coach of the Ouachita Tigers is Dennis Nutt. The assistant coaches are Levin Thornton and Richard Stringfield. This afternoon's officials are Eric Ivory, Caleb Bichot, and Landon Marshall.
And we are set for this afternoon's contest. The Wonder Boys starting lineup: David Elliott the fourth, Connor Davis, Aiden Underdown, Devin Foster, and Sam Bradford. You look at the ranked number 16 Tigers. Starting guard, number 0, Devin Hancock. Starting guard, number 2, P.J. Neal. Sitting at another guard, Jackson Conley. Crew Flowers, number 12. And Christian Parks, number 1, set to tip off, which appears it's going to be him and Underdown deciding who gets the first possession of the game.
Jordan, you mentioned it in the pregame show. Thursday night at Henderson State, Ouachita had control and let Henderson back in it, and it took a couple of big block shots from Christian Parks and a transition bucket from Hancock to get that victory. We've become accustomed to see Christian Parks with big blocks in games. Sure would love to see a couple tonight.
Yeah, it's nothing new for Parks as he's able to secure the first possession for the Tigers as they start here on offense. Couple dribble handoffs. Conley has the ball, kicks out to Neal. Neal to Flowers, and Flowers muffs the ball, and it's going to be Wonder Boys' possession. Elliott set to bring the ball down on Neal. Looks like it's going to be the guard-guard matchup here. Tigers in their notorious man-on-man defense. Back up to Elliott, top of the key. Step back 3 for Elliott. Off the front of the rim, Underdown secures the board, Davis secures the board. Stolen by Flowers, and Flowers slows it down and kicks it to Hancock.
Apologize for our graphics not wanting to work correctly, but they're working on that and trying to get us straightened up. Both teams still looking for the first points here, a minute and 14 seconds into it.
Not missing much. Score is still 0-0 as the Tigers had a fast break chance there to get the ball rolling. The Wonder Boys come in 0-9 in away games. Conley pushing it up on Elliott, and the foul's called on Elliott in the fast break.
Ouachita forcing Tech into a couple of a long possession. Shot clock was almost at 0, but we've seen that several times this season. This Ouachita defense in the top 5 in the country in points allowed per game, forcing teams deep into the possessions.
Conley steps into this game as almost an 80% free throw shooter as he sinks both. Elliott hits the corner. Shot by Bradford. No luck. Neal pushing the ball down the court. Hits Hancock in the wing. Wing shoot. Hancock shoots. Sinks the 3.
That was deep, Jordan. That
was an NBA three-pointer right there.
You'd like to see Devin Hancock get hot early. He did Thursday night at Henderson. Same here today.
Absolutely. And last time Hancock, a foul is called on Jackson Conley.
Yeah, Conley got a hand in there. He had forced a bad shot, or not a bad shot, but not the best look from Davis, but reached in there and got just enough of the arm.
And Davis will shoot the first free throws for the Wonder Boys. He comes in at an astounding 86% as he hits his first.
38 of 44, 404 free throws shot by the Wonder Boys on the season. 477 for Ouachita. Tech doesn't get to the line a ton, but they're shooting at a 74% clip.
Very impressive to be doing as a team.
I wonder if that's the ball that was in the women's game that made it into the trash can. Tigers are having a hard time holding on to it.
Flowers shoots the wing. Doesn't fall for him. Elliott bringing the ball down the court. And Underdown is going to get the first official bucket for the Wonder Boys. Neal set to bring the ball down on Foster. The Wonder Boys also in a man-to-man defense as the foul is called. It looks like they got a hit before the pass got off, and they're going to call that on Davis.
Watch this pass. I don't see how Christian Parks caught this pass. I thought that was headed out of bounds. Christian did a nice job. He was under the basket when he caught it, but draws the foul and gives Ouachita 20 on the shot clock.
Well, when you have long arms and jetpacks on your feet, you can do stuff like that. As the three ball misses and it hits the top of the goal.
Maybe I just didn't see how I would have caught that pass, but I am no Christian Parks. The truer word has never been spoken.
Elliott at guard at the top of the key, working on Neal. Neal gets a screen from Underdown. His Foster in the corner. Back out to Elliott on the wing, shoots the three, and it doesn't fall.
Another offensive
great rebound by Foster, and Underdown slams it in.
Second chance opportunities for the Wonder Boys early in the game.
And that is Underdown's second basket of the night, and he has 4 points. Flowers hits Hancock on the wing. Sees Parks. Neal pressured with the drive, and a foul is called. See who that's on. And they're going to call that on number 32. That'll be Connor Davis, the 6'6" graduate out of Culver Stockton College.
Yeah, Neal just so quick with the ball to get around that defender, and then the defense has to come help, and he draws the foul.
Neal misses his first, and Gavin Snyder's going to come in for Crew Flowers. PJ Neal, a 70% free throw shooter, has shot 104 free throws. It has sunk 73.
Flowers did not play Monday night at Harding after suffering an injury last Saturday against Northwestern. He was able to go Thursday night.
And if you remember his ankle, he got a little rolled up, and I bet that was tough for him to miss that game. Underdown in the paint on Parks. That's going to be a key matchup that the audience would love to see. Foster shoots the three. Air ball on the other side of the rim, and Hancock gets the rebound. Hancock gets to the rim and just floats it over the side of the rim. And that will be 5 points for Hancock. 2 for 3, only missing 1 3. Bradford hits Underdown and another slam.
Nice pick and roll for the Wonder Boys. Have been able to find Underdown underneath, and he's been able to throw 2 of them down. Get Tech off to a good start in the first 5 minutes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was taking a look at the statistics, and him and Elliott are the top 2 scorers for the Wonder Boys. Definitely going to be a key piece that you'll have to stop as Parks shoots a 3, and it goes. Not only is he lethal from inside the paint, but he can also shoot it a little bit. We don't see it much.
Yeah, Coach Downey just looking over, so that's all right. Now he'll shoot another one. Parks is not a high percentage three-point shooter. That's one that Coach is fine giving up. because he said, as he said, that's going to give Christian confidence to shoot another one, and the percentages are not in his favor, and so Coach Downey doesn't mind that shot.
Coming into this matchup, Parks is 1 for 12 from 3. Only shooting a 3-ball 12 times as Hancock pushes it up the court, kicks to Snyder.
There's a nice backside help from the Tigers to knock that one away. I believe that was Hancock.
Snyder working on underdown. Kind of a mismatch with the quickness of Snyder and underdown being a big fella. Tough bucket by Conley as he's able to just put it right over the rim.
Nice body control by Conley. Spun on the baseline to the middle. Went up with a ball fake, kept his balance.
Even after the shot being unbalanced, like you said, Davis misses the 18-foot try. Hancock from the corner. Parks attempting to get the rebound as he does. And that'll take us to a media timeout, and we will be right back with more basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita. Ouachita.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law as your Tigers lead 13-8 so far with 13 and a half minutes remaining in the half. The Tigers come in with a couple of subs. Ryder McConnell, Gavin Snyder in at guard, Jackson Conley also a guard, and they're going to keep Devin Hancock, Jackson Conley on the floor as Jaden Webb comes in. Bradford. Elliott in the short corner. Now working on Jaden Webb, the product out of Memphis. And he secures a strong rebound, and they get it to Snyder to bring it down the floor. Ooh, quick little move by Snyder. Hits Connell in the corner, doesn't fall. Rebound by Foster, kick to Elliott. Elliott looking up the court for an opportunity. Finds Foster coming up trailing. And they get a little reset to see what they can get out of running their offense. Bradford working on Webb. Great defense by Webb, better shot by Bradford off of the top glass.
That was a nice runner, high off the glass, had to go over the outstretched arms of the 6'10 Jaden Webb.
McConnell, known as a three-point shooter, a great three-point shooter actually.
Had a big three Thursday night at Henderson.
Looks for work in the paint on Davis. Snyder looking for an opening. Throws up a prayer, and it doesn't fall. Shot clock violation. It's going to be the Wonder Boys ball. And subbing in for the Tigers, in for Conley is number 3, Trey Smith out of Jackson, Mississippi, and went to Holmes Community College before showing up on campus here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Holmes has been good to Ouachita. Parks and Smith this year, and Hobart Grayson last year.
Cut by Bradford, puts it up off the glass and over the rim. Rebound secured by Trey Smith, and he's bringing it down the court.
Looked like he tried to flick that one, too much rotation. With that one over the rim.
They've probably been hitting bench press a little too much, you would say. Snyder hits Smith in the corner and off of the other side of the rim, and the rebound is secured by Underdown. Elliott working on Snyder. Foster gets lost and blocked by McConnell. The rebound was secured by Webb. McConnell comes to the other end. Deep three, and it goes! Ryder McConnell, and we were talking about how he is a dangerous three-point shooter, and he shows you why.
Well, you love the block on one end and then just feeling it, pulling up in transition from almost the lap of Sam Strachner, the Tech broadcaster beside us.
That was an NBA three, as some would say, as Davis hits a nice spin move on McConnell, who just hit that three, and he banks it in.
Good response by Tech to kind of settle things down.
Score reads 16-12 as Tigers lead. Snyder hits Trey Smith in the short corner. Hits McConnell. McConnell's feeling it. What's the hot hand looking like? And it sinks. Second three in a row for McConnell. 6 points, 2 threes, back to back, as Elliott brings the ball down the court, trying to slow the game down. Jaden Webb gambles. Underdown kicks it to the wing, foul called.
Yeah, that's a foul on Devin Hancock. Good possession. That was a good 4-minute stretch for the Tigers heading into the next media timeout.
Great stretch, but like you said, we're going to head to the media timeout. But we're going to take a look at this replay first, and he's going to send it as he sinks the deep three. Bang! What a hot hand from McConnell, and we'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Owned by Ouachita alumni, Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more in downtown Arkadelphia is a must-stop for everyone. Stop by in the morning for fresh coffee, a specialty coffee drink, or a full breakfast. Come back at lunch, or in the evening for burgers like the Primo Burger, the pulled pork burger, or the mac and cheese burger. Maybe it's a salad, a wrap, a quesadilla, or one of our varieties of pizza. And don't forget to top it off with a sweet treat that puts the cherry on top of a great meal. That's Java Primo on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Bringing us back into action is the hot hand of Ryder McConnell, who's been shooting almost 47% from three as he falls and able to sink that one in under a lot of big contested three-point shot, which was huge to make the lead 19-12. Number 16 Ouachita up by 7.
9 of those points have come from 2 threes from McConnell, 1 from Parks. So see Coach Downey, after that second three from McConnell, just kind of shake his head. Nice inbound set, but the Tigers have been dangerous this year because they do have so many weapons. When one kind of is not producing, someone else steps up.
Absolutely, they have great role players on the bench as Crew Flowers comes back in out of the media timeout and hits Snyder on the wing. Trey Smith looking to get to the rim, swings, hits Flowers. Back to the hot hand, McConnell. Does he have it? And it rolls out. That would have really done it for the Tiger bench, as they would have gotten hyped up, as there's another foul called on Gavin Snyder. Excuse me. That'll be his first personal foul.
Yeah, you're going to see Gavin get over in with his feet, but they said there was too much with the body.
Davis being trapped by Smith and McConnell there in the wing. And Elliott's looking for a reset.
The pressure of Ouachita's defense has a shot clock under 10 again.
Shots up. And that is off by Williams. Javen Williams out of Bentonville High School in Bentonville, Arkansas. He's a freshman. Seeing some college action early. As Snyder turns it over, and the Wonder Boys are set to bring it back down. Damon Augustus also in for the Wonder Boys as he sits at the top of the key on Trey Smith. Looking for Elliott, working on Crew Flowers. Hits Augustus. Augustus hits a spin, goes up on Webb, misses, gets his own rebound, and it's good.
Nice job by Augustus of staying there. Webb did a nice job of staying vertical and going straight up and down. Augustus stayed with it, got his own putback.
Great concentration by Augustus, who I mentioned earlier. Never mind, that was Williams. He's a redshirt freshman, so into his second season of collegiate basketball. And the foul will be called on Augustus. It'll be Augustus' first personal foul, and Snyder is set to pass the ball in for the inbound. O'Connell hesitated looking to shoot the three, and the ball's loose, and it's another turnover by the Tigers. And Elliott's looking to push the ball down the court for some fast break opportunities. Three by Davis in the corner, off the back rim, and a foul is called. And it will be called on the Wonder Boys. And that'll take us into another media timeout as the Tigers looking to see what they can get going on defense, and we're going to take it to break. Join us back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to afternoon basketball. The number 16 Tigers lead 19-16 up against the Arkansas Tech University Wonder Boys. The Tigers are on a bit of a scoring drought right now as they haven't put up a shot, or they've put up multiple shots. They haven't had a bucket here in about 2.5 minutes. Neal set to bring the ball down the court. Couple dribble handoffs, and Conley has it in the left wing. Here's Hancock, open three, and it goes. Always got to have a hand up on Devin Hancock, whether it's in the paint or beyond the arc.
Yeah, you can tell when Devin's feeling it, and he has 8 points now.
Multiple impressive outings from Hancock. Davis has it on the wing for the Wonder Boys. It's Elliott working on Neal. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Davis working on Hancock. Fake spin. And the 15-footer doesn't go. And the ball is going to be out on Hancock. Hancock looking for a foul there.
Yeah, Hancock had his jersey pulled. And I think he gets acknowledgement from the official that Hancock was going for it, and it just kind of pulled, and he was pulled him back and kept his momentum from being able to catch the ball.
Augustus and Elliott subbed out for Williams and Foster. Underdown is also back in the game. Davis looking for a screen. Foster in the short corner, goes up off the backboard, and it's good. 22-18. Foster scores his first bucket of the game. Hancock from the corner, the confidence off the back rim, and Conley fighting for the rebound, and it's off his foot. Wonder Boys ball. Great defense being played here by the Wonder Boys right now.
Yeah, Foster got a handout in front of Hancock when he was in front of us and kept him from attempting that one, and the other one was in the corner, was kind of just a little bit out of rhythm.
Davis drives on Neal, the matchup he wants, fade away, juggles around, and he gets the shooter's touch to go through. That'll be 6 points for Connor Davis. Wonder Boys able to keep it close up on the number 16 in the country, and Parks gets fouled, just a little physical under the rim there, and Parks is going to go to the free throw line to shoot his first 2 free throws.
Yeah, he got a step on the defender there, and went up for the shot. And it was a late whistle, but we've seen, I noticed several of those Thursday night, and we've talked about it on some of our broadcasts where officials take a second to process it and then make the call.
Parks is a 66 free throw percent shooter as he misses that first one, but let's take a look at the rebounding and also the block shots, being really a backbone on defense, always able to rely on Parks to get a block or secure a rebound, as he averages almost 7 rebounds a game to match the 3 blocks a game, being 7th in the country. Number 5 has subbed in. That'll be Donye May. He's going to be man in the point guard. He's being guarded by Neal. Foster heavily guarded by Conley. Parks and Flowers switch between guarding Underdown and Davis, and a heads-up play by Parks, and it's going to be Tiger ball.
Yeah, the Tigers again getting Tech deep into the shot clock, and Crew Flowers did a nice job of getting that one, throwing it off the back of the Wonder Boy.
Neal set to bring the ball down for the Tigers. A couple dribble handoffs and a pass, and Conley has it at the wing. Hancock, top of the key, looking for a screen from Parks. Neal working on Davis, kicks it to Conley. Conley looking to get to the rim, and it's off the glass. Looks like it was deflected off the hand of Bradford as Bradford comes back down, drives through the short corner, blocked by Flowers. My goodness. I'm used to saying Christian Parks. I didn't expect to see that. A couple tips, and it doesn't fall for Parks. May pushing the ball down the court, hits Davis in the corner, sees Underdown, sees Foster, and he doesn't take the shot. Conley comes in, steals the ball. We got a fast break, ladies and gentlemen. Foul called and won by Devin Hancock.
Defense on the other end with a good ball movement. You have the steal right there. Jackson Conley comes from the vine, and watch Hancock coming right into your living room. Fights through the contact and gets the layup to go.
What a sequence there for the Tigers. Jaden Webb subs in for Christian Parks. Great sequence by the Tigers as one free throw goes. Bradford has it on the wing. Drew a little handoff to May. May driving on Neal. Neal strips it. Great hustle by May as he's able to get it to Bradford in the corner who's being trapped. May with the 3 off the back iron. Shot clock resets to 20. May drive, kick to the corner. Webb guarding Foster. And Foster is able to lay it over the rim. Foster has 4. And being 2 for 4. Dribble handoff and a kick, and now Neal has the ball driving through the short corner. Conley has it, swing to Flowers. Flowers, a couple dribble kicks, and the ball is going to be out on Bradford, and we're going to head into the under 4 immediate timeout right after this replay under the rim. Look at this backside help by Flowers. Look at him get up like his ankle doesn't even hurt. Blocked by Bradford, and that's going to take us into this media timeout. We'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
Welcome back to this afternoon's contest on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. The Wonder Boys trail the number 16 Ouachita Baptist Tigers 26-22 as the Tigers sit in the bonus with a 3-7 foul differential. Neal set to throw to pass the ball in for the Tigers. Neal at top, and let's see what they can get going offensively. 3. 1 on the shot clock, and he just had to get something up as he slips on the court.
Yeah, he planted to go up for that layup, and his foot slipped right out from under him. Don't know if they're going to take some time to wipe that up. Don't know if we have that look or not, but yeah, shot clock was running down, so PJ was headed up to try to see what he could get towards the rim, and just slipped right on that plant foot right there where the official is wiping up the moisture.
Yeah, when you get in a time crunch like that, you just got to put something up, and
unfortunately, he went down instead of up.
Unfortunately. PJ Neal guarding May full court as he sticks to being the point guard for this Wonder Boy offense. Swings, hits Bradford in the wing. Bradford working on Webb, excuse me. Augustus shoots the 3 off of the opposite side of the rim, and Flowers gets the rebound. Back to Neal up top. Neal drives, spins, hits Flowers in the corner, and the travel will be called as Flowers could not get a handle on the ball and makes.
Yeah, Ouachita does a really good job of ball movement, and every once in a while they might get caught in kind of overplay, overpassing, and so a couple of drives to the basket, but that one was just he kind of bobbled that one before he could catch it.
It's very important that the Tigers stay true to their character within these next 2 minutes going into half. Sidestep 3 doesn't fall for Elliott, but they get the rebound. Here comes Bradford, swing to May. May shoots. Doesn't go, and the ball's tipped, and they get the rebound. May dribbling it around. Out to Elliott.
Tech really deserves a basket after this trip at the other end of the floor. 3 looks at it.
A few hustle rebounds, and Bradford goes up on Webb, and a foul is called on Jaden Webb. Take a look at the replay there. Bradford working on Webb, gets to the other side, and that hand does reach over the head of Bradford, and that's where the foul is going to be called. You really want to be standing straight up and have your feet set just a little bit. Bradford set to shoot his first couple of free throws this game. Bradford comes in just at 61%. He's only gotten to the line 72 times, or to shoot 72 free throws, excuse me. Neal bringing the ball down on May. Hancock from the wing. Flowers up top. Neal looking for a drive, being guarded heavily by May, and a foul is called, which it appears to be on the floor on May.
And that'll send Neal to the free throw line.
Donye May, a 6-foot junior out of Russellville, Arkansas, and a transfer from University of the Pacific. Neal gets the first one to go. Neal, a product out of Houston, Texas, went to Legacy High School down there, and then attended Blinn Community College.
70% free throw shooter on the year. Tech has had success with guys from Russellville who have gone off. The last one was Talon Peter, who started at Arkansas Tech and then transferred out to Liberty, now in the NBA. They're trying to get the same from this one, May, transferring back to Russellville. Size advantage. Augustus really wants that one. The size advantage on the block with Snyder down on the right side of your screen.
We've seen Snyder handle his own, though, so that'd be an interesting matchup. Davis pumps, fadeaway, falls. Great shot by Davis. That'll be his third basket of the evening, or of the afternoon, as he totals 8 points. Neal draws the foul, and he will shoot 2. Set to shoot his 5th and 6th as we take a look at that replay.
Yeah, watch how fast he gets around the vent. Right there, goes right to the basket.
And he sees Augustus slide over for help, and he uses his momentum to match Augustus' momentum as he shoots the first free throw when it falls. But he uses his momentum knowing that he's about to get contact, and he goes into him, and he's able to draw the foul. Would have been hard to convert that and one. Underdown comes in for Augustus. Aiden Underdown, the 6'7" redshirt sophomore out of Elkins, Arkansas, went straight to Arkansas Tech out of Elkins High School. Neal shoots his second, and it rims out. It looks like another foul is called on Gavin Snyder.
Snyder's going to get called for that foul.
And that's his second. He pleads his case with the officials, but once you call it, you can't really take it back. It's not like football. You can't wave it off.
You can't wave the flag off. If they could wave fouls off like flags, they might have wanted to wave that one off and look at it again.
So the Tigers come out in a 2-2-1 3-quarter trap.
Nice switch by the Tigers, and Conley is whistled for reach around.
And that'll be his second as well. We take a look at that replay.
There's the switch.
Elliott turns, and a little back tap, little slap on the hand. That'll do it with the dribbling hand. Maybe if it was the off-ball hand, that'd be different. But as we said before, can't reverse it. Inbound pass is in to Davis, and Davis looking to take advantage of the height difference, but no opportunities there. 15 seconds, 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. Davis sets up, shoots an NBA 3, and it doesn't fall for him. PJ Neal with the rebound, looking to push with 5 seconds left. Gets to the rim on Davis, Underdown, and it's a tough layup. And
they got a timeout. They'll come over. And they're going to come over and look at the clock and see when that basket went through.
Taking a look at the great body control by P.J. Neal as the officials come over to take a look at the clock. As you see on your screen there. Here on the right of the screen, they're going to play it off of as soon as the ball comes down from the net, so you're looking about 3.5 seconds.
Probably 3.3 or 3.2. When it goes through the bottom of the net, when it is cleared through the net, is when they will stop it. So right there at 3.3 or 3.2, I believe. Now, it's not going to – he's looking to where he's calling the timeout also. Yep.
So they're taking a look at the timeout.
They're looking to see when they called the timeout, not when the shot went through the net. Thanks to the truck for letting us know what that is. So you're going to watch for the official's hand. That's what it was. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for the timeout because Coach Downey didn't call that timeout immediately. I thought he had called that timeout immediately, and that's what they're looking for, but it was 2.0 when the timeout was actually called.
Yeah, sometimes as a coach, you're able to, talk to the ref, be like, hey, I want a timeout once that basket goes through, and then he would have the ball at 3.3. Yeah. I guess he wasn't. If he was a betting man, he wouldn't bet on P.J. Neal to make that contested layup.
What he's looking at is he's not sure what the situation is, but as soon as he had it, he wanted that timeout as soon as it went through.
Elliott, and he loses the ball and it goes out of bounds. Your Tigers lead 30-25 here going into the half, and we're going to take it with them before we hit this pregame show, and we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network's halftime show. Excuse me, I said pregame show before we kicked it to break. Welcome to the halftime show as we look at those halftime stats up on your screen. The Tigers lead the Wonder Boys 30-25. You take a look at field goals and field goal attempts as Arkansas Tech has shot 9 more field goals but have only made 2 more. Then you look on the other side and the Tigers are 9 for 20, shooting at 45%. You take a look at the Wonder Boys field goal percentage, and you kind of want to see that up around the 45% range if they want a chance to stick in this game. They're 0-10 for 3, which could use some work. Obviously, you always want to be positive or above a certain percentage, and that percentage is 40%. Ouachita Baptist shooting at 35% from 3. Free throw wise, the Wonder Boys are 3 for 4, but then you look on the other end and it seems like the Tigers have made it an emphasis getting to the line and able to shoot 11 free throws and making 7 of them. 6 turnovers to 5, and the Ouachita Tigers are able to take advantage of these turnovers, getting 6 points off of those 5 turnovers. A couple missed opportunities, but we wouldn't like to harp on those. Some key players that you'd like to look at if you're a stat keeper. Devin Hancock leading the Tigers with 11 points, but the thing that is keeping Arkansas Tech in this game is the rebound battle. Arkansas Tech has 19 to Ouachita's 12 total, and then you look at turnovers, Ouachita has 6 to Arkansas Tech's 5, so you'd really like to see the Tigers take better care of the ball. Shooting percentage is fine. They're shooting around 45%. So a big-time emphasis in securing rebounds, getting second-chance points, and being able to tone it in or lock it in on defense. My name is Jordan Green, and that'll be it for the Domino's halftime report as we will kick it to break, and we'll be back here in about 10 minutes for some good quality Ouachita Tiger basketball.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Arkadelphia's newest entertainment option is open and ready for business. Tea Time Sims brings world-class indoor golf simulators to Arkadelphia, allowing you to practice, play, and perfect your swing in a comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page to learn about our monthly tournaments, closest to the pin showdowns and long drive battles. Learn more and book your tee time at teatimegolfarkansas.com.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, thank them for their involvement in our community, and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of their Chicken E sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
At Ouachita, we're excited to partner with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, which offers many benefits to alumni and friends, and we want to tell you about one of those.
I'm Dylan McClain, a proud alumni, and I serve as the Vice President and Attorney at the Arkansas Baptist Foundation. The foundation proudly serves as Ouachita's planned giving partner, so if you're considering leaving a legacy gift or want to explore other charitable giving options, we'd love to guide you through that process. If you'd like to learn more about how you can invest in the next generation of Ouachita students, please contact us using the information below.
Go Tigers!
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side, the winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network as we kind of continue this halftime show. I'm Jordan Green. I got Chris Babb right here next to me. And let's just talk about that first half for the Tigers and what did you notice offensively and defensively and things that they have to take care of?
Yeah, you take a look at the current score as Jordan gives fist bumps to Coach Knight's grandson. It's always good to give fist bumps to the head coach's grandson, right?
Yeah, it's great. He was looking for one, right. So I was like, let's go.
It's your head coach's grandson. You got to dap him up. Hancock, 11 points. Ouachita didn't really shoot that great. I mean, still 45% from the field. Arkansas Tech was able to shoot 11 of 29 for 37.9% as you take a look at the stats. And one thing that does stick out is Arkansas Tech 0 for 10 from three-point range in the first half. Ouachita 5 of 14. So the three-pointers kind of kept Ouachita in the game. This is not the only action going on around the Great American Conference. Obviously, all 6 games being played this afternoon. The men's games. Take a look at action from around the conference. In Monticello, Henderson State leads the Boll Weevils 30-22. Xavier Owens with 13 points to lead the way for the Reddies. Ashton Price with 7. Ouachita will wrap up the regular season in Monticello on February 28th. One more home game after this one. It'll be February 26th against Southern Arkansas. Then the home portion of the schedule is over. Ouachita goes on the road next week to Oklahoma to face Oklahoma Baptist and Southern Nazarene. Speaking of Southern Nazarene, the Crimson Storm lead Southwestern Oklahoma State 22-20 in Weatherford early in the second half. And trying to pull up another one as well. One of interesting score of note, Oklahoma Baptist is in Durant at Southeastern Oklahoma State. And Southeastern Oklahoma State leads Oklahoma Baptist 42-38, 11:45 remaining in the second half. Oklahoma Baptist tied with Ouachita, well, a half game behind in the win column. Ouachita both have 2 losses. But the Oklahoma schools will play Monday night, making up the game they lost from snow. The Arkansas schools played that this past Monday night. That's why Ouachita was at Harding. Oklahoma Baptist, a high-scoring team. Terry Connor Jr., the leading scorer on that team, one of the best in the conference. He only has 9, and that leads the way for the Bison. But Southeastern Oklahoma State with 11:45 left in that one, up by 4. Now, you could, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Last week, if you're keeping up with Oklahoma Baptist at Harding, Harding had a 10-point lead late in the second quarter, and Oklahoma Baptist was able to come back from that one and win with a big shot from Austin Connor. Three-pointer gave the Bison a lead and ended up beating the Bisons in Searcy. Harding is also in action. They're playing Southern Arkansas. Can't get that one to load up, but we'll bring you those. But that's a little update of the Great American Conference schedule for the men.
Something you'd like to see keep going. We talked about around the conference, and of course, you'd love to see the Tigers finish strong on another historical season. What does it mean for graduate transfer Devin Hancock as it seems like he's about to wrap up his career at Ouachita Baptist.
Yeah, anytime you get to this point of the season, Hancock being the grad student, any senior who's not going to have another year of eligibility always starts thinking about what is it going to be. Now, they've been through one of those in high school, right? Now, you remember what it was like to play your senior season, have that last game. But it just means a little bit different when it's college, because that for the majority of these players, this is going to be the end of it. And so, you start thinking about things like that. Time just flies, Jordan. Javen Williams, you were giving me a hard time about talking to my friends. He was my former Sunday school teacher, and so I'll remember that you gave me a hard time for talking to my old Sunday school teacher. He's the grandfather of Javen Williams, and we were just talking about how fast time goes. Javen's a freshman right now. They're going to turn around a little bit in about a couple of years and be preparing for that final season. So time flies. You got to take advantage of it. And when you bring it down to where we are now, to a closer view, the season is also coming to an end. And so you've got to take advantage of every moment. If you're Arkansas Tech, you're trying to take advantage of opportunities like this, being down 5 on the road against the top team in the conference. If you can take advantage of this, you help your case later down as we only have 5 games left in this conference season. You're trying to make your way to Fort Smith or the conference tournament.
Yeah, like you said, you have a 0-9 team in away games. And if you tally this, not only do you make a statement around the conference like, yeah, we beat the top dog, but make a statement to your fans that you can win. It's not the most hostile environment as it's been, like you have, against Boulder, but you can't really compare Battle of the Ravine to any other rivalry in college sports. So yes, you can beat a top dog, hostile environment, and it's a close game. 5 points separates these teams, and it's real important. But let's talk about familiarity as we end this halftime show. There's only two guys that are set to leave after their senior or graduate season. That's Devin Hancock and P.J. Neal. P.J. Neal's a senior, Devin Hancock's a graduate. And so there's a lot of talent on that bench looking to come out onto the floor and make a name for themselves around Arkadelphia and around the country.
Yeah, this is a deep team. It's a little bit deeper than Ouachita had last year when they had the 20-win season. Incidentally, the Tigers are trying what we believe to have their first back-to-back 20-win seasons in the NCAA era. Had a couple of 20-win seasons back in the 70s, but trying to go to their first back-to-back 20-win seasons in the NCAA era.
Conley pushes for the fast break, gets the contact, and he shrugs him off. Elliott bringing the ball down on Neal. As mentioned before, Neal is a senior. Looking to ride off his campaign with a big one. Screen from Underdown. Top of the key, Bradford looks to penetrate, loses the ball, and Parks secures it and gets it to Neal, who slows it down, kind of tempoing it down the court as he does. Tries to get to the rim. Crew Flowers. Conley takes it, and it's another layup by Jackson Conley.
Timeout for Arkansas Tech.
Timeout, Wonder Boys. It's going to be a full timeout, and we're going to go ahead and take it with you. We'll be back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, where your Tigers went on a little bit of a run there. Only 54 seconds into this half, and the score goes from 30 to 25 to 34 to 25. 19 minutes remain into this half, and the Wonder Boys called a timeout to slow it down a little bit. Coach Downey did not like what he saw from his defense, offensively coming into this second half. And the Tigers are going to be on defense. Bradford comes over, and he's set to pass in the ball to Elliott, who's been playing guard.
We talked about, you're right there. We just set up the second half saying Tech is 5 points on the road, #1 team in the conference, and Ouachita comes out in 56 seconds and makes it a 9-point game. Not the start Tech wanted. Coach Downey especially tried to call a timeout and come out of the timeout with a good set.
Davis hits Bradford at the top of the key, looking for a reset. Here's Foster. Foster drives in on Conley, goes up on Conley and Parks, and he gets the 2-pointer to go. Foster 3 for 5 now with 6 points.
It was a good timeout and good execution out of the timeout for Tech to settle things down. And a good read.
And here's a turnover, steal by Elliott. Elliott rises and he slams it in. Quick fast break point for the Wonder Boys. Back-to-back shots to go in.
That
Foster and Elliott.
Pass from Hancock a little bit too lackadaisical. Just kind of telegraphed it. Elliott, the fourth, saw it and had the kind of got those 4 points back that Ouachita had in the first 54 seconds. It took less time for Tech to get their 4.
And they call a jump ball, but it's going to stay here with the Tigers.
Where?
Here.
Oh.
Making sure I have the right terminology. Flowers on the wing, hits Conley. Conley strip, and here's Underdown to Elliott, and they're looking to push it up the floor as they have numbers. Elliott working on Neal. Ball stripped. Here comes Neal down the court. Hits Hancock, and Hancock lays it in on Foster. Quick fast break points.
We're going to want to see that pass from Neal from that baseline angle. That was a fantastic no-look pass. Kind of threw the defense off and went backside to Hancock.
Talk about threading the needle. Underdown, top of the key. Elliott gets a screen from Underdown. And Elliott pumps. And
I got to put 20 on the shot clock to see if we can take a look at that as we have some subs. Watch P.J. Neal coming right at us. I believe he's going to look off the defender. Nice threading the needle pass to Hancock.
That's the kind of player you get out of P.J. Neal as Davis shoots a 3 off the back iron, and Hancock is able to secure the rebound. But like I said, that's the type of player you get out of P.J. Neal. You know, I'll always bring it up. A few games ago, 9 assists, 0 turnovers. Just an impressive playmaker who's always looking to get his teammates a really good look. Conley spins off of May. Strong finish. That's 3 strong finishes this half by Conley as he racks up his points to 8.
He had the size advantage, felt it. Nice job of going to the basket and scoring.
And the ball is turned over.
Ouachita just does such a good job of having active hands and clogging up the passing lanes. They were all collapsed in the lane there, and they just did not allow the Wonder Boy to be able to see any teammates. They disrupt passing lanes and the sight lines.
And that comes with just having tremendous effort on defense. Conley on the wing. Looks for Flowers, hits him.
You definitely have to be strong with the ball.
Flowers
in this
working
game.
on Foster, draws the foul and 1. Strong layup by Crew Flowers, and that is his first bucket of the contest. Let's take a look at the replay here. Drive, able to get it behind the back, absorb the contact, and finish on the left side of the rim while his body is moving right. That is an elite finish for a collegiate player.
Good job by Crew Flowers. You know, that's the rules of continuation that have hit college this year. Don't know if that would have been an and-one situation in previous years, but Crew Flowers did a nice job of finishing that one.
Davis hits May on the wing.
All of a sudden, it's back up to a 12-point lead, or up to a 12-point lead, 6-0 Tiger run after Tech answered.
Foster spins, and it's blocked by Parks. Nothing new from Christian Parks. Hancock pushes, hits Conley in the corner. And a foul called Almost had to get up out of my seat there. Parks almost able to dunk it back in.
Yeah, Tech's head coach Mark Downey is on the other side of half court. Let's go ahead and look at that block again. We're going to keep it here for the media timeout right now. Mark Downey is talking to Caleb Michaud about whether that would have been, it may be better from the other angle if we have it. But watch this block right here. It was,
my goodness,
I think it might have still been going up. Regardless, Coach Downey's not happy. He's trying to get a technical foul, I think. He's not going to get it. And we'll go to a media timeout. Tigers have a Big Mo on their side back after this timeout.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Your Tigers are up 41-29, as you see there on your screen, with 15:41 left in this second half. Parks just had a big-time block on the defensive end, and he's able to haul it all the way back to the offensive side of the ball, and off of a missed layup, he gets fouled, but he almost dunks it in.
Yeah, the little, contact in the back when you're in the air is always going to be called. Tech is still upset about the now we have a technical foul on Arkansas Tech, and this may
and they're going to call it.
Now Coach Downey is not happy. He came out of the timeout.
They're going to call it on Devin Foster.
Hancock going to the free throw line for the 2 free throws. You see Coach Downey, they're still talking to the official as the official just walked away. Downey comes out of the timeout upset, and then that technical foul called as Hancock hits the first free throw. I thought, Downey's a veteran, and he knows when to push the envelope and not. You don't want to follow a technical foul on a player with an immediate technical foul on the coach. Otherwise, I think Coach Downey might have tried to get his point across a little bit more. Smart move by Coach Downey. Rightly upset. I don't know if he was satisfied with the explanation he got on that block by Parks.
And Reggie Reinhardt's going to sub in for Devin Foster.
Yeah, Foster was the one that was whistled for the technical foul, and it was after the teams had already lined up at the free throw line.
Reinhardt, 6'1" sophomore out of Palm Beach, Florida, and transferred in to Russellville from Barry University.
10-0 run for the Tigers over the last 2:03. Tech's not scored in the last 2:44.
Reinhardt hits under down in the short corner, and he's working on Parks. Doesn't fall for him, and Flowers secures the board as he looks to push it down the court on Davis. Hits Neal. Neal working on May, and it doesn't go.
It's going to be Ouachita's ball because the pogo stick that is Christian Parks went up, tipped it, tried to tip it again, and then he tipped it out of the hands of Davis. It's just so quick hops.
Very explosive. It's, standing at 6'7", and jump ball called, and it'll be Wonder Boy ball. Augustus set to pass the ball in for Davis will be number 11, Javen Williams, the 6'3" freshman out of Bentonville, Arkansas.
It's his grandpa I was talking to.
I apologize for interrupting your, reminiscing your glory days.
That was just glory days. It was just church.
Church is great.
Christian Parks almost got a control of that one.
Reinhardt pulls it. No go, and Hancock goes to the ground after attempting to get a rebound over Augustus, and It seems that he got hit in the eye, and they're calling immediately for the trainer.
They're going to come look at this to see if there might have been anything there. Okay. Okay. That may be why they're wanting to look. Yeah, no blood, no foul, or blood, no foul. Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we're going to sort this out.
We're going to go ahead and kick it to break. We urge you to stick around as we get everything handled. We'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Owned by Ouachita alumni, Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more in downtown Arkadelphia is a must-stop for everyone. Stop by in the morning for fresh coffee, a specialty coffee drink, or a full breakfast. Come back at lunch, or in the evening for burgers like the Primo Burger, the pulled pork burger, or the mac and cheese burger. Maybe it's a salad, a wrap, a quesadilla, or one of our varieties of pizza. And don't forget to top it off with a sweet treat that puts the cherry on top of a great meal. That's Java Primo on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia.
We welcome you back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network as we see this very physical play happen under the rim. Augustus just comes down and elbows.
Yeah, you can see him wincing too when his elbow hit Hancock's forehead.
He had to shake it off in real time, but praying for Hancock. He seems to be okay sitting on the bench. He has a towel draped over him, making sure we get no blood on the court.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything on that. It may have just been incidental contact. They didn't give us an explanation, so we're assuming it's incidental contact there.
So in for Hancock is going to be number 25, Gavin Snyder. Tigers lead 45-29 with 14:45 left in the half.
We'll keep an eye on Hancock. He's walking down with the athletic training staff to try to see if that's something they can patch up and get him back out there, or if needs something else. We'll see if we can find out possibly.
A few dribble handoffs, and Conley has the ball. Swings it to Neal. Neal looking for an opening, and here's Snyder back to Neal. Neal to Flowers. Flowers shoots the three, and it goes.
I was just getting ready to say at the next time we had, someone's got to step up and get the provide the offensive punch that just left with Hancock. Crew Flowers steps in quickly.
What a shot by Crew Flowers as he totals up 6. There we go. He's 2 for 3, 1 for 2 from 3, and 1 for 1 for free throw with 3 rebounds. Reinhardt looking for an opening, shoots the 3, and he returns the favor.
Yeah, Coach Levin Thornton, assistant coach, saying shooter, shooter. He took a little jab step and got Christian Parks back on his heels. He was able to step back and get enough separation.
Flowers hits Parks at the top of the key. Conley, floater, and it goes from about 8 feet out. Conley has 12, 5 for 8, 2 for 2 from the free throw, and 4 rebounds, really having a great game. Reinhardt under the rim, sees Augustus in the wing, doesn't fall. Parks gets the rebound, Neal pushing the ball up the floor. Tries to get a little crossover on Reinhardt, and a kick ball violation's called.
There's a nice job of half-court defense collapsing down with Reinhardt was right on the block, inside the block, and again, didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. nice job of collapsing without fouling by the Tigers.
17-footer from Flowers, doesn't go. And here's Reinhardt in the wing. Spin move on Snyder. Swings, hits May, and a 3-ball goes, and a foul's called on Flowers.
They called it.
Oh,
not,
they called it on
they didn't
Parks.
call
Excuse me,
it
on
was
Parks.
on Parks. So it's an extra possession. You got to play defense, Christian. Still their ball. Yeah, the foul was on Parks away from the ball, so this is a chance for Tech to get a 5 or 6 point possession.
And Parks knocks over his teammate P.J. Neal in a tussle for the ball.
It's hard when you have Christian Parks. It's hard for an baseline inbounds play to lob it up in the air and expect it to get to a teammate.
And especially if you're his own teammate, he shows you right there, you got to watch out because he's going to come flying. As it's out on Parks again. Wonder Boy ball for the third time. Shot clock sits at 17 seconds. May throws a Hail Mary up to Augustus, and Williams gets it into the offense. Heavily guarded by Snyder. Snyder is known to hold his own on defense. Stolen by Parks. And he kicks it up to Neal. Neal looking for an opening, and he's going to press on Reinhardt, and it goes in.
P.J. Neal has gotten so much better over the last 2 years in his acceleration to the basket and finding a hole and getting to the basket.
Very quick first step. Kind of reminds you of Russell Westbrook. Whenever I see P.J. Neal, I think of Russell Westbrook and how quick he is to be able to penetrate the paint. As Augustus shoots a three, and it's short. Snyder.
Yep, nice contest by Jackson Conley. Got a hand right in the face, right in the shooting alley, the line of sight. And then defensive rebound, and Snyder is fouled. Sorry, I barely got that one out. Cough drop incoming. It's been a lot of talking the last 2 weeks between basketball, baseball, swimming, softball, and high school games.
I offered to help. You never texted me back. You don't text me back.
No, you did not want to go to DeQueen.
Oh, DeQueen? No, I'm good. I had to study.
Of course.
Neal drives. Swings, hits Snyder. Snyder with the three, a little confidence, and it goes in. What a shot by Gavin Snyder, 1 for 2.
You know, I had a good conversation with Gavin's dad at the Henderson game, and the way they watch games is exactly like the way Gavin Snyder plays. Deadpan, kind of like Heidi Robinson for the women, just no emotion, whether it's up or down. Things are going good or bad. Nice three-pointer from Reinhardt. Conley acknowledges that he missed his defensive assignment.
And here comes the three-quarter man-to-man pressure as Williams and May switch, and here's Snyder at the top of the key for the Tigers. Flowers in the corner, looks for an opening, blocked by Augustus, but Snyder's able to get the rebound. Parks swings, hits Neal. Neal looking to hit his teammate. Flowers in the corner, another three up. It doesn't fall. Conley with the rebound, off the backboard, and it goes in. Conley has been a presence in the paint this game as he has 14 points and he's 6 for 9.
Tigers have hit 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts.
Snyder looking for an opening. Hits Flowers, swings to Neal. Neal drives. As you said, finding an opening and a reverse layup. Very impressive by the Blinn Community College product. And a timeout is called. A full timeout. But before we take it with them, we're going to take a look at this replay. And this drive by P.J. Neal gets the screen from Parks. And he's able to go up and under using the rim as his protector on underdown. And we're going to take it with them as they call a full timeout. We'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Barry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. We went out looking at the replay of P.J. Neal using the rim, getting under the rim and able to tap it in off the glass on underdown. Really impressive body control for P.J. Neal.
Yeah, you look at the size difference there. P.J. Neal listed at 6'3", the defender 6'6", and he just knew that he had to use that rim as an extra helper, you know, and be able to reach out and under around. It was just a fantastic take and finish by the senior point guard, P.J. Neal. I believe that gives him 9 points on the day.
As a guard, you have to be able to have the awareness and knowing that you have a big man just like Underdown who stands at 6'7", coming to block the shot, and he's able to, like you said, use the rim as a little bit of help to be able to bank that one in.
What you like about this stretch, Ouachita was up 14 when Hancock went out. They've extended that lead by 7.
Kind of makes you feel secure if you're Coach Nutt. You're able to trust your players coming off the bench as Trey Smith comes in for Jackson Conley, and Jaden Webb is going to come in and get Christian Parks. Lead stands at 21. 10 minutes left in this half. Throws it up to Williams, and here we go for the Wonder Boy offense. Williams working on Flowers, looking to get to the paint. Great defense by Flowers. Augustus on Snyder, looking to take advantage of the size. Williams from the corner, and it falls. Great closeout by Flowers. Better shot by Williams. Williams scores his first 3 points of the game. Here's Snyder. Snyder has 3 points, 1 for 2. Kicks it to Trey Smith and back to Snyder. Trey Smith sizing up on Reinhardt. Hits Neal. Neal looking for an opening. There's that quick first step. Hits Trey Smith. Smith spins on Williams. Takes his extra step. And rebound and deflected out of bounds by May.
Jaden Webb crashing. Got 2 offensive attempts at it. Saves the possession for the Tigers as Tech knocked it out.
Going out for the Wonder Boys is Aiden Underdown, and coming in is Brody Emberton, the 6'5" junior out of Clinton, Arkansas, and transferred in from National Park College. Here's Webb working on Emberton, and it doesn't fall for Webb, and May is pushing the ball on Snyder. Snyder, known for his defense, and he's fighting for the steal, and he gets it. Here goes Jaden Webb, looking for the slam, and he just draws the foul. As I was saying, Snyder, known for really his defensive role, and you can see on your screen there, the bench is really upset that Webb didn't go up and dunk it.
Yeah, you kind of spoke that steal into existence by Gavin Snyder. He's such a little pest there defensively, guarding on the ball. Causes so much havoc for the ball handler. He could force that steal there.
Snyder stands at just 5'11", being the only player on this Tiger team under 6 foot, and you always have that guy on your team. The shortest guy is going to be either the fastest or he's just going to be a dog on defense, and that's what we see out of Gavin Snyder for this Tiger defense.
He's got a big ticker inside that. Jimmy Dykes term. He's got a big Valentine. You know, it's a good day to use an old Jimmy Dykes basketball term, talking about his heart. You've never watched Jimmy Dykes do basketball games?
I haven't. I just watched Gus Johnson do football games.
Yeah, I got you there.
Williams shoots on Webb. Rebounded by Trey Smith, and it's knocked out of bounds by Reinhardt. Go ahead.
PJ Neal comes out, and Ryder McConnell comes in, so that'll shift Gavin Snyder over to the point guard position, a true point guard role now with Flowers and McConnell, the 2 shooting guards.
Trey Smith, top of the key, looking at the hot hand McConnell, who has a couple of threes this game. A couple of threes, 2 for 3. 66% from three. Trey Smith looking for McConnell. McConnell's going to take it all the way, swing it to the corner. Crew Flowers with the tray ball. Flowers totals up 9 points for the evening, as Reinhardt takes it in and finishes over 3 defenders, as the closest guy to that ball in the air was Webb. Snyder pushing it down the court on May.
There's a nice find on that previous possession from McConnell. Knew he was under the basket, saw Cruz in the corner.
Cruz swings to McConnell. Contested three off the back iron. Williams secures the board. He has numbers. Here's Reinhardt. Finishes another layup. Reinhardt's 2 for 2 in the last 30 seconds. He also has 10 points on the contest.
That was a rifle pass from Snyder.
Snyder sizes it up on Emberton. Gets in the paint, and a jump ball is going to be called, but it's pointing Tiger direction. And now we got a media timeout. Tigers lead 63-45 with 6:45 left to go. And we're going to kick it to commercial here. And we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. As said before we went to the break, it was 63-45, and we ended off on the tray ball.
Yeah, what they're looking, they came over during the break to look and see if Crew Flowers was a basket in the corner, was a 2 or a 3, and so that has been deemed a 2-pointer. And so we'll see if that, did they credit Cruz with a 3? I can't remember. We'll have to go look at the play-by-play. So see if it stays 63-45 or, yeah, they just changed it back to 62. So they did put down a 3. They reviewed it during the break and changed it to a 2. We do see Devin Hancock coming back to the table.
And they have a bandage up there on the forehead looking to protect the wound. Snyder brings the ball down on May. The ball is picked, and a foul is called as Snyder's tripped up.
Yeah, that's a tough foul on Danye May, but both officials blew the whistle at the same time. It's unfortunate for May because he got deflected it initially, but then the second dive would cause Gavin Snyder to fall, and that's where the foul call. Coach Downey didn't like it, but 2 officials immediately went up with the closed fist and a whistle.
Devin Hancock back in the game. As you said, he came in for Flowers and misses his first try from going out with injury. Williams being heavily guarded by McConnell. And here's May at the top of the key, dribbles it over to the wing. Williams drives on McConnell, spins, floats it over the top, and it's off the inside of the rim and out.
I think he expected to be a little more. Now we're going to review. They're going to review that throw to McConnell. They're going to come over and review that McConnell was going out of bounds and threw it off of Williams, and it hit Williams, so they're going to come review it.
And
we'll stay here.
Williams
We'll be able to see both of them.
Williams hurting a little bit off of the throw from McConnell. And it looks like we're going to take a peep at that review. On the right side of your screen there. It's reversed. Here we go. McConnell secures the rebound, but he's being pressured by Reinhardt and Williams. And the camera angle kind of cuts it off, so you can't really see if his foot gets down before he's able to throw the ball back in bounds as the officials are discussing it in front of us.
Well, Caleb Michaud is saying it's a flagrant one. I don't know the ruling on that, but he's trying to throw it off. I don't know. Flagrant? Okay. Yep. Official ends up saying it's nothing. Caleb was wondering if it was possibly a flagrant one, but they said it's nothing.
Good call by the
officials. It will be Arkansas Tech's ball. Well, no. Well, I thought they had said McConnell stepped out of bounds.
Well, McConnell, I think they thought that his foot hit down. He had that left foot that was kind of backtracking, and I guess he was able to get it off and throw it off of Williams' left thigh before he was able to get that foot down.
Yeah, I thought the original call was that McConnell had stepped out of bounds on the baseline. But that is not the case. They said it went off of Williams, but they wanted to review and see if it.
Yeah, I thought his heel was.
I guess if you hit him in the midsection, it can be ruled a flagrant, because when Coach Downey asked, the official put the ball on his hip, like saying it hit him in the hip.
Webb at the top of the key being guarded by Emberton.
I'll try to find out the rule on that one. That's one I'm not aware of what's considered a flagrant one or not.
Well, I think it's because as Trey Smith puts up a nice little 19-footer, and it goes for Trey Smith. That is his first basket of the game, but you're talking about the ruling. I think they would have called it a flagrant one due to there was a whistle. He could have heard the whistle and he just threw it off out of frustration.
I think it's probably if it's intent of throwing the ball into the midsection of a player, you're going to get a flagrant one. Is basically what I'm deeming for that. I'll see if we can find out.
We apologize. We'll be more educated on that ruling. We don't want to be incorrect for anybody watching, so do not take our word for it as of right now. May set to throw the ball in. Here's Emberton looking for an outlet to get it out of the block. Reinhardt pumps, double pump, blocked by Smith. Oh, and a foul's called. Emberton's able to draw the foul, and it looks like they're going to get Smith with a hit.
Yeah, he probably had it up top, but he got him with the body. It was a nice job by Tech of drawing the defense and finding the backside for the layup from attempt from Emberton, but I think Trey Smith got him with the body coming through.
And Emberton misses his first. Emberton comes in shooting 75% from free throw, only shooting 12 of them, and he makes the second. Here's Snyder's speed on May. Hancock to McConnell. Snyder back up the wing. Oh, and he slips on some wet floor. And they're gonna call a foul on him, and they're gonna see if we can get that all cleaned up.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And here comes
basketball.
AG.
Yeah, AG
with the towel.
AG Denton going to wipe off the sweat.
Shout out the manager, AG Denton.
He's a good athlete in his own right. All right, so what I believe we've
You got the
well, not really from the NCAA rule book.
My goodness,
you don't want to give the NBA rules because we know those are different.
Yeah, completely different. You can travel from America to Europe in the NBA.
You sound like an old man. Makes two of us, right?
You're an old man.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say you look like one.
No, you look like one too, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's a foul.
There's another foul, and I think they're going to call it on McConnell.
Yep, McConnell and Hancock were both there. They both reached in, stripped it away. McConnell got whistled for that one, and now the final media timeout of the day.
And that's going to, like I said, that will be the final media timeout, and we're going to go ahead and take it with them. Tigers lead 64-48 as we'll meet you right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia, 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Coming back from the media timeout. Score reads 64-48. Tigers lead. Inbound pass to Augustus, and he gets the 2-pointer to go from right under the rim. And here's May guarding Snyder, 3/4 of the court.
Under 4, Tech with a stop can get this thing to a stop and a couple of baskets can get this thing to single digits. When it was 21 points lead for the Tigers. Ouachita needs an offensive possession here with the basket.
And the ball, Hancock shot is tipped. The Wonder Boys are 4 to the last 5 as Coach Nutt sends in 4 subs to come in at the next dead ball. May working on Snyder. Little toss to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Emberton. Emberton sees Augustus in the corner, slings it to May in the wing, and it doesn't fall. And Ryder McConnell gets pushed, but there will not be a call, and it's going to stay Wonder Boy basketball.
Nice job by McConnell of trying to track that one down.
Four subs in for the Tigers as Reinhardt takes the corner 3, and it's airballed off the front of the rim.
That was a nice closeout by Jackson Conley.
The only player remaining out of the new group is Devin Hancock. Flowers, Parks, Conley, and Neal come in, and we're seeing that starting 5 to finish out this game with 2:52 left.
Yeah, sorry, Jordan. It's gotten down to the point where the Tigers have to get some stops. You can't afford to let a team back into it. 4 minutes left. Anything can happen.
And the pass is tipped, and they're not going to call half court because of it. Augustus shoots, sinks it from 16.
Yeah, Coach Downey thought about it, calling a timeout, got it going a little bit too late. He tried, but Ouachita had already started the inbounds pass.
Here's Neal on the wing. Gets a screen from Parks. Parks rolls. Neal looking for an opening. A little misdirection, and he gets fouled by May. Great awareness by Neal. May has 4 personal fouls, and you really want to see how Coach Downey is going to handle this situation. Is he going to bring somebody in?
Not with 2:13 left. I think he'll let it ride because it's not like you're at a point now where Tech has to get baskets. He's been a good option for them offensively today, and so you're going to keep him in the game.
Danye May averaging 22 points a game and he's been in for 19. Oh, not points. I meant minutes.
Yes.
Apologies.
Yes.
And the ball is stripped, and Conley picks it up, and he puts it in. But like I was saying, Donye May averages 22 minutes a game, not points. He averages 5 points a game. And he's been in for 20, so it looks like they're going to keep him in.
Yeah, you're not going to sub out with 2:13 left because not a whole lot can go. You're not going to save him for anything. You've got to have possessions and baskets and stops.
And Emberton gets the toilet bowl roll for it to go in. And it looks like the Wonder Boys are going to call a full timeout, and we're going to go ahead and take it with them. And we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
We've got a minute 37 left here. Ouachita up by 14, taking around the Great American Conference. Henderson State leads Arkansas Monticello 54-48 with just around 3.5 minutes left in Monticello. Southern Nazarene and Southwestern Oklahoma State. Southern Nazarene up 60-57 with 1 second left. Not sure if that's during a timeout. We'll refresh that and let you know. When we talked about Oklahoma Baptist, they were trailing Southeastern by 4. They've come back and won that game 63-59. Another come from behind win on the road for the Bison, who are now they are tied with Ouachita. If Ouachita holds on, they'll still be a half game back of Ouachita. Big trip for the Tigers next week as they head to Oklahoma to face Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma Baptist.
Would love to see them get a little bit of revenge there and attempt to really solidify themselves in the conference. And a lob thrown up to Parks. It's just, he jumps so high, he just drops it over the rim. Parks has 8. May works on Flowers. Swing to Emberton to Williams. Close out by Hancock. Williams misses. Great closeout by Hancock. And the board goes to Parks. Neal working on May. May has 4. Hard screen on Donye May from Parks, and a foul is going to be called, a hit on Williams.
This will be the Tigers' 20th win of the season. 20 wins to 4 losses, and this is the first time in the NCAA era since Ouachita has been an NCAA member, which began in the mid-'90s, that the men's basketball team has had back-to-back 20-win seasons. There were some earlier in the history of the program, obviously under the tutelage of legendary head coach Bill Vining. 71-75. There were 4 straight winning seasons. But this is the first one since then, which is 50 years, but it's also the first back-to-back 20-win season in the NCAA era for the Tigers.
Very impressive.
Yeah, kudos to head coach Dennis Nutt, assistant coach Levin Thornton, Shad Stringfellow, student
Conley
coach Ryan
shoots
Harris.
A 3 with the buzzer going off. And rebound is secured by Williams. 25 seconds left until that 20-win season comes to life as Augustus draws the foul on Parks. That'll be Parks' 3rd foul. Take a look at the starters that are in currently. Great games for, 3 of them that are over 10. Devin Hancock, 15 points, even going out with the injury, shooting 5 for 10 from the field. Christian Parks with 8 and 1 block and 1 steal, totaling 5 rebounds. PJ Neal with 12, shooting 3 for 5, 6 for 10 from free throws, and throwing up their 6 assists with only 1 turnover. Jackson Conley, 16 points, 7 for 11, 0 for 3 from 3, 2 for 2, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 3 steals. And lastly, Crew Flowers, 8 points, 3 for 7, 3 rebounds, and only 2 turnovers. Ouachita Baptist, only 11 turnovers this game. Thursday, after looking at the stats, I think I'd like to say they had around 16 to 18, so a big improvement by the Tigers.
Yeah, 16 turnovers Thursday night in that win against Henderson State. But good effort from the Tigers. Kind of got a little bit in the middle of the second half, but were able to come back and build enough lead to absorb that and come out with a home win. Win number 20 on the season.
Yeah, it's great accomplishment for Coach Dennis Nutt. As you know, this is his 15th season and first time in the NCAA era since Ouachita has joined the NCAA.
Yeah, that was in 96, 97 was the first year, I believe, either 96, 97 or 97, 98. Sometime during that time when I was in school, went from NAIA to provisional member of the NCAA independent, and then in the Lone Star Conference for a few years. And then in the Gulf South Conference with schools from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and there have been some successful teams. Coach Nutt has had some success. Tournament champions in 2016, 15, 13. Had an NCAA tournament team under head coach Charlie Schaaf in 2008, but never a back-to-back 20-win season. That says a lot for Coach Nutt. Jordan will have a chance to visit with Coach Nutt after he comes out, but you look at the leading scores. Devin Parks with 15. Christian Parks with 8 rebounds, 5 fouls, 1 block shot. 16 from Jackson Conley, 12 from P.J. Neal. Hancock, Neal, and Conley combined for 43 of the 71 points. And then you look at the scoring, how many points they give up. Ouachita gives up 57 points, which is below their season average. But it's right at where they've been. You know, the last couple of games, the Harding game, and that was just kind of an anomaly. You know, it's just not typical, but you're playing in a big environment there at Rhodes Reeves Fieldhouse. And this was kind of the defensive effort that we've seen from the Tigers so far this season.
Yeah, great game by the Tigers. Even, you know, starting slow is 30-25 at half. And, you know, a common thing that we see from the Tigers is that they're able to pick it up in the second half despite how they played in the first half. They're either able to keep it going or they just – you see an incline in the way they play, and, they win by 10+. Coach Dennis Nutt making his way over. So now I'm here with Coach Dennis Nutt. Congratulations on the big-time win. You move Arkansas Tech's away game win percentage to 0-10 instead of 1-9 now. So big-time congratulations. And now since the Tigers have been in the NCAA back in 96 or 97, this is the very first time they've had a back-to-back 20-win season. How does that make you feel as a coach, and what does it feel like to be able to tally that on your resume?
Well, it's all credit goes to the staff and to the players. You know, they put in the work, and it's a long year. It's a long year, and our guys are. We just went through a 10-day, 5-game span there, and it's. And I'm glad we were able to get this victory here at the end of it, and the guys did really well, and that's good for. For recruiting, we love all that, but the main thing is we're still playing for a conference championship, and we want to keep our head down on that.
Absolutely. So, first half, you go into your locker room at halftime, only leading the Wonder Boys by 5, as it was 30-25, and then you come out into the second half and you started really strong. What were your key points of emphasis to, create a big lead margin to make sure that the Wonder Boys didn't have any chance of coming back?
Yeah, well, they scored a lot of points in the paint first half, 18 points in the paint, and that was kind of a thing we talked about at halftime. We had to keep them out. And the defense initially was pretty good, but it was second chance points. They had 7 offensive rebounds and were able to get back in there and score some baskets. And Jackson came out defensively and gave us that energy we needed, steal right off the bat, and got a couple quick baskets, and that really kind of separated us.
Speaking of Jackson Conley, he had 16 points, going 7 for 11, 2 for 2 for free throws, being a defensive rebound specialist, and, you know, totaling 3 steals and 2 blocks. It seems like he came out in the second half and he had, I believe, 3 back-to-back buckets, and that's when everybody really began to rally behind him and also put up some shots. You had Devin Hancock coming back, and despite him being out for about 5 to 8 minutes in that second half, he also had a really good game with 15 points, shooting 50%. So for that to come out, how big was the momentum shift in those two coming alive in the second half?
It was huge. You know, it kind of separated us. Whenever Jackson is out there, give us that life and that spark on the defensive end, and create some easy baskets for us. That's just huge. And you know, Devin, you know, I thought he got hand checked a lot going in. He just really couldn't get into a rhythm, but he still played well. I thought there were some free throws. Maybe he usually gets to the line a little bit more, but I thought Chris did a little bit better second half. He's been battling, you know, a little bit of flu bug, and he's fighting through it. But I was proud of our guys. Again, it was a long stretch. The 10 days with 5 games in there is pretty exhausting. But the good thing is the Oklahoma side gets it next week, so hopefully we can take advantage of that.
Now, lastly, spoke about the block by Christian Parks.
Yeah.
Over here down on this side of the rim. His head was at the rim. It's like you see these once a game, and it's real impressive how he's able to be a presence on defense. And would you say that can be like your defensive anchor? I was talking about the backbone and him really dominating on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's special. You know, he's got a unique talent, and he's quick off the floor, and his timing is impeccable, and he's always there for the guys. I always anticipate he maybe get another one, but I tell you, he gets the right ones, and just when they think they may have a basket, he comes out of nowhere, and he's been good at it all year. Hopefully he can continue kind of getting well. This rest will help us kind of get him back on his feet a little bit. But, again, he's a special talent, and we're glad we have him.
Yes, sir. Well, that'll do it for us. Congratulations on the win, Coach. It was great to have you. Thank you for watching on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. The Tigers put together another 20-win season after going back-to-back tremendous games from Devin Hancock, P.J. Neal, and Jackson Conley. That'll be it from Bill Vining Arena for these afternoon games. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Green, and we'd love to have you again on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports.